everyone, it's Emily from All Things Divine here on this beautiful Monday morning. I hope everyone had a fabulous weekend. I know in Melbourne it was beautiful, it was warm. I hope you were able to hit the beach and clear the mind, clear the energy from your body. And speaking of clearing and energy, nice little segue into what I wanted to talk about today, because I'm spending today doing that to my house. So hi Kerry, good morning, darling. I wanted to, our bodies can represent or be represented by our environment. So today I'm actually, I am clearing the energy from my house, and not that there's any negativity. And this is one thing I kind of wanted to talk about is don't feel like you have to wait for something negative to kind of happen to clear your space. One of the reasons I do it, I'm starting a brand new women's circle this evening, which I'm really looking forward to. So I'm setting up the house a really good way. You know, the intention is to clear out the old, to invite the new in. So when something's really full of energy, even if it's, you know, even if it is beautiful energy needs to flow. So it needs to come, it needs to go. We need to be able to let go of it, to bring in more things, like everything. It's this beautiful giving, taking energy. And it's the same with everything in our world. So I know for myself, I have felt, I don't know about anybody else, but I felt a bit stagnant the last few weeks. You know, lack of motivation and all that sort of stuff. And a really beautiful way to help kind of move that is to clear the house, just to clean the house. And if you're not into smudging, or, you know, you don't have any tools or anything like that, you don't need to have them to refresh the energy in your house. So when we start with one room at a time, and it's just as simple as dusting the windowsills, you know, getting the cobwebs out of our body. So when we look at the house and how our body represents the house, and likewise, or it's a reflection. So you're cleaning all the cobwebs away, yeah? You're being mindful, you're in the moment as well, which is golden. Washing the windows from the outside, and it doesn't have to, thank you. I feel like I need to excite my sacral chakra today, so I'm doning on the orange. Thanks, Krista. The windows. The outside of the windows, because I noticed yesterday that with all the rain and stuff, they're so dusty, and it's, you know, that can sort of represent how you're viewing the world when you think of the windows, and the window to your soul, or your eyes are looking. How are you seeing the world around you? Is it clear, or is it full of, you know, just dust and other stuff that's, you know, clogging up your real vision, you know, for you to be able to see the magic in the world. So clean the windows on the inside and outside. And I'm not saying to do this all in one day, because it can be quite big. Even if you just do one room a week, or one room a day, or, you know, you've got to do what is right for you. Listen to yourself. What else? Oh yeah, the windows, clear vision. Open up the windows and the doors. Yeah, so that's like breathe. Allow that beautiful air to come into your body, to shift things around, and to exhale deeply as well. One of my yogic teachers was saying that, you know, it's nice to have deep inhalations, but it's even better to have deep exhalations, because, yeah, you're getting rid of that energy. So it's like, you know, if you ever do any breath work, you can do that counting. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 6 or more, hold for 4, breathe in. So that beautiful, you know, really letting all that crap that we don't need in our bodies, or we don't need in the house, open up the windows, open up the doors, and breathe. So yeah, there's so our house can accumulate, and I don't know if anyone on here is into feng shui or anything. I don't know a heap about it, but I do know that when I move the furniture in my house around, like it, you can feel the difference. It's amazing. And so even if it's just, you know, moving it from one side to the other, it might be in the same sort of setup, but, you know, on a different wall. But moving stuff around, yeah. You know, I constantly talk about the energy and how it moves and flows. And when we allow the energy to move and flow in our own environment and within ourselves, you know, the universe's energy moves and flows with us, brings us, you know, what we might be asking for or what we need. We might not be asking for it. And whenever you have that intent to just freshen up the place, freshen up yourself, there is an intent there. So you're working with intention to clear out the old, make way for the new, or just to get rid of the dirt and grime. That's an intention in itself. So whenever you do that, your unconscious remembers that and goes, oh, okay, cool. We're making way for the new. You know, when you make an effort, you take some action on it. Action creates motivation. So if you're feeling really, I can't be bothered, blah, 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 you know, just do something, just vacuum. Like vacuum, most definitely agree once things get, yeah, absolutely. And the reason I gave this metaphor for my daughter, she's 17. She just loves to sit on the couch. She doesn't really go outside, and she's always complaining about being tired. And I said, babe, you don't move your body. I said, I reckon you've got energy in there from like 3 years ago. It needs to be removed. So when you have all this stagnant energy, it's like you can't move. You don't want to move. It's like it's so heavy. It's really heavy. And when we're feeling heavy, whether it's energetic or physically, like it's more effort to move, isn't it? Like I think we've all been in that state where it's like, oh, I can't be bothered. I just feel like crap or whatever. So it's just, you know, if you don't want to go outside or whatever, just open up the doors and windows at least. Breathe, bring in that fresh air and letting the old out. But yeah, moving the body is like moving stuff in and around the house. I'm in the middle of rearranging my whole house, making the front of my house, you know, more space, a better space for workshops and trainings and all that sort of stuff. I've got the meditation mats out at the moment because that's when we're going to do some beautiful meditation tonight after we've done some circle work. And yeah, but if you want to give that a kick, if anyone does have a smudge stick or the Palo Santo, and you want to get the smoke in there or whatever, that's really wonderful as well. And if you do that with an intention as well, my favorite intention is just, you know, I set the intent for all negative energies, entities, and emotions to be sent up to the healing white light for transmutation into love and light. And so smudging can produce negative ions, which are really good for us. It's like having a salt lamp on. That's the whole thing. I know that they create a beautiful ambiance with the orange, but they do when the salt is heated, it releases negative ions into the air, which is really, really beautiful. It's been shown to help to relieve depressive emotions, but the negative ions get absorbed into our bloodstream, so it helps to normalize our serotonin, which is our feel-good hormone. So if you can't be bothered moving, and it can this feel-good hormone just it boosts our our mood. It boosts our mood. It makes us in a beautiful mood, but it can also help with our focus. I have one in the bedroom because it's really good for helping to sleep as well. Oh, you're painting your front room today. What color? How exciting. I don't know if you're Reiki trained, but can you put symbols on your walls before you paint? I always say that to people, put the Reiki symbols on your walls. That's exciting. That's like brand new, isn't it? So open up all that the windows and doors to help get the smell out. I hope it's not too smelly for you, Krista. So dusting, so removing all the cobwebs. So you're physically removing, the old stuff that's accumulated. Move it out. I want to just get rid of half, a lot of the stuff, the trinkets and just dust collectors and stuff that I don't use anymore. Everything in your house should make you go, oh, that is so beautiful. Just like our own bodies, we have to have a relationship with our bodies and our house, the same. Yes, the windows, clear vision. And I need to move a lot of stuff. Sometimes you just get on with life, and then one day you just walk into a room and go, something's not right. I need to change something up. And so do that. It can be quite heavy work. I'm here on my own, so a lot of the time I do a lot of the moving by myself, so it's a lot of but that's fine. It's taking out the cobwebs of my body as well, moving, get that strength and stuff happening. And if you need to update your decorations or colors or whatever. Krista, question. I was told that using white sage gets rid of good and bad energies. You must then burn sweetgrass afterwards to put the good back in. Is this correct? I'm not really one for rules, Krista. I want you to trust your intuition. If that's what you feel like you need to do, then go for it. I've never actually used sweetgrass. Intention is massive for me. Burn sweetgrass after to put the good back in. No, I personally, I wouldn't take it as a golden rule. Because for me, it's like you're clearing out that space. So it's up to you to put the energy that you want in there. So say if it's your bedroom, you can put, some beautiful, loving, nurturing essential oils in there, like, ylang ylang, lavender, rose oil for the love, and for the, that beautiful nurturing space and protective space for you to sleep. Yeah, intention. It can get so messy if you go, this is what I love about spirituality and being a human in this world, is that, it's and for me, it is about coming back to the self and trusting the self. So yeah, I've just got crystals galore. I always have them on the sills of every room. Just to help, protection, and I just love the energy that they bring in. Not that I always think that I need protection, because I think that, again, can come down to a mindset. However, I do bring in the archangels, to the corners of the house or the corner of my property, just for if I'm ever. And sometimes it's just for my own peace of mind. Oh, coming from a heart space, always, Krista, absolutely. Like, love is just, it's amazing. Yeah, so if I'm at home by myself and, and feeling a bit unsafe, I will always bring in the archangels and put protection on. And usually that's just for my monkey mind to go, yep, okay, cool, we're good. So yes, cleaning out the space. I've rearranged my healing space like 5 times in the last, probably 6 weeks, to 2 months. I love it now. I've got my altar in the corner. I've got all my tools that I use. I've got all my crystals at the windowsill. Because of a full moon, I can just open up that window and I don't have to lug them all outside of a full moon. So yeah, it's just feeling, and you might not get it right that first time. So you walk in and go, oh, actually, no, I need to move that lamp over here, or I need more space over here. Like, sit with it and feel into it. Just, it's your home. Just like our body, you've got to go, yeah, I love this. I feel safe in it. I feel nurtured. So it's really important, to look after the environment that we live in. And we can even go as far as, what's your car like, what's your office space like, or where you work, all that sort of stuff. But today I just wanted to talk about bringing it home, because our body is our home, the house is our home, and we want to feel amazing in it. We want to feel at peace in it. We want to love it. And so, it's important, and I've spoken about this before, who do you bring into your home? So who do you bring into your environment? Who do you let in your space that allows it to go, oh yeah, I love having a conversation with you. Yeah, crystals are beautiful to keep that vibration high as well. Incense, burn incense. I mean, one of my morning rituals is to sit with my cup of tea. Sometimes put music on, but listening to the music, but putting the incense on as well. For anyone who did the focus vision board with me, we did a manifesto, and one of the things in there is, what is your routine that brings you back to home? And for me, that is like always lighting incense, and it's got to be the Nag Champa or this divine incense I get from Ganeshpuri in India. So yeah, it's really about loving the space you're in, loving your home, your body home, and your physical, the four walls home. And so in there, be really mindful of the activities that you do, the language that you use in your home. Is it a peaceful place or is it not? Bring some plants. There's some beautiful, I've got a few peace lilies in my house, and they're just beautiful what are they good for? I think they were good for just purifying the air. Be careful if you've got cats or animals that eat plants and that sort of stuff. But the peace lilies are just beautiful, one, because it's got peace in it, and who doesn't want that? And having live things in your home, like the plants, is just a beautiful way to bring, to clear the air, to clean the air, to keep the liveliness happening. When you walk into a house that hasn't been lived in for ages, and you can just feel the stillness in the air. So when you have plants, it keeps the energy moving. We want moving energy because it just becomes light, becomes pleasant, becomes peaceful. So yeah, if you are feeling a bit stagnant in your life or feeling a bit blah in the body, just start with the house. Just clear some clutter. Give stuff to the op shop. Sell it on Marketplace or eBay or whatever. Just get rid of some of the old stuff to make way for this new, like this beautiful new energy that is coming in. Do you have room for it? Or are you so stuffed full of, holding on to this, that, and everything else? Clear your mind. Clear old thoughts, clear old habits, all that sort of stuff. Oh my God, touching the ceiling. I love those plants, the fiddle leaf fig. They're so beautiful. Oh my God, I'd love to see a picture of it, Krista. That's amazing. So yes, do yourself a favor if you're feeling crappy in your human home. Start just clearing out the home that you live in. I hold on to things. Do you? Physical things and also, you know, mental things too, Kerry. Holding on to things, holding grudges, that sort of stuff. When you look at life through, you know, a massive metaphor, everything can just make a little bit more sense sometimes. And funny because we were doing my last Kinesi module, we were doing the 5 elements, so the 5 Chinese elements. And a lot of those, you know, we hold the 5 elements within our body, and some of that, and we talk a lot about the metaphors in those. So what are you holding on to, Kerry, that you need to let go? Sometimes we hold on to things too tightly that we don't actually allow, you know, the gorgeous things that we're actually craving and that we're asking for to come in. And it's okay to hold on to things if, I think, is it Marie Kondo? I don't know, I didn't really follow her, but there was a lot of talk about her stuff. You know, if the things are really, if you can look at that and just go, oh my God, I love that so much, then, you know, we want little reminders of love in our house as well. If you're looking at it and going, whatever, or you don't even look at it, you know, it's just kind of there collecting dust, you know, does it need a new home? It's always interesting to, you know, I mean, quite often, I mean, I'm forever buying crystals, but I always know that I'm always just a temporary holder of them. Sometimes they get called, I give them to people, or I'll find new homes for them because the work that they've done for me has been done. It's like when jewelry and that sort of stuff goes missing, it's like, okay, I've just got to let that go. It's done its thing for me and now it's got a new home. So it's just, you know, being able just to let go of things. So yeah, if they're bringing you love, caring, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying to wipe out your whole house. But, you know, cluttered cupboards and garages and all that sort of stuff, it's really nice just to kind of wipe the slate. So yeah, and coming from that, as Krista said, coming from that heart space that you're just feeling your house full of love, whatever that is for you. It's beautiful. It's a protection in itself rather than having to go, please protect me, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, when we keep our environment, when we keep ourselves light and free and full of love, you know, that itself makes our auras so strong and yeah, protective. So yeah, think about that. What needs to change? What do you need to let go of? What needs to be cleared from your physical home, which can help to clear our own human home? So have a think about that. You know, if we want change, we're going to make change. We need to let go of stuff. We need to let go of stuff to bring in the gorgeousness that we're all wanting. So have some fun with it too. If it becomes a chore and it's hideous, then you're not filling your home with love. You're filling it with resentment and, you know. So chuck some high vibe music on, whatever that is for you, and just do one little chore at a time or one room at a time. Have some fun with it. Bring in the love to your home. Bring in the love for yourself. All right. Have an amazing week. And I'll see you next week. Bye for now.